Okay. I know the name. I don't know if I could figure that out.
So Thursday. Okay. Johnson.
Oh, she doesn't like that, doesn't she?
She's gonna put one up.
Hello, hello.
So-
Welcome
Oh,
to
really?
a brand new
Yeah.
episode
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Gotta
Because
Collect
they
Call
are-
From. James,
So-
I can't
Yeah.
see nobody. Where's the person?
Your Honor, and also
I
Alcantara
don't
Luis, he
see
is at downtown
nobody.
court.
Is this real?
Yes,
Hey,
I think
thank
he has
you
a
for that.
sentencing today.
Thank you
All
for
right,
that
thank
heart.
you.
Highly appreciate that, Shannon.
What's the hold up?
I'm kinda waiting.
Yeah.
What up, Macker? How's it going? Welcome to a brand new episode of You Gotta Collect Call From. Hey, what's up? Hey, I'm doing pretty good, Bev. What up,
Sir,
Jake?
can I get your
Loud?
full name, please?
Joe Gibson.
Morning, Mr. Gibson. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today, sir, on some Tucson City Court charges: criminal damage, domestic violence, and disorderly conduct, domestic violence. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one, sir, one may be appointed for you. If I release you today, sir, do you have somewhere you can go, some stable housing?
Yes.
All right, where would you go?
What up, Dead Barbie?
I'm going to be going to my parents' house.
Is that in Tucson?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. Conditions include: do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with the alleged victim, Alexis Rochelle. Don't try to go find her or anything like that, her house, or contact with her while the case is pending. So your
Yes,
next,
ma'am.
all right, thank you, Mr. Gibson. Your next court date is going to be May 13th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court.
Thank you.
If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Gibson?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. It's also the time set for your arraignment. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're excused for today.
All right, all right. How is everybody doing today? Welcome to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. And I got some bad news about Connecticut, if you will. And I got to go ahead and touch on that to go ahead and make you guys aware of what the situation is. What's up? Jurassica? What the what? Hey, how's it going? Let me see. Motivational purpose only. Stay out of jail. Stay out of trouble. That's right. Couldn't have put it any better. Hey, thank you, Thunder_Stone, for that follow. Highly appreciate that. And that's all I ask around here, for some follows, if you will. Some follows, some taps, and some laughter, if you will. What up? What up? Giggles Baby 619.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Gabriel Chance Cortez.
Morning, Mr. Cortez. This is the time set for a review hearing on a out-of-county warrant out of Nogales Justice Court, looks like. So I believe you have a Superior Court. You have a sentencing coming up this week.
Yes, I do on the 18th.
Okay. All right, so reset this a couple weeks from the 18th to April 28th, just to see what that sentencing outcome was. And at that point, we'll figure out what will happen with this out-of-county case. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right. So for what's happening with Connecticut right now, they just put a statement up saying that that pretty much that I can't live stream their court hearings, or else I might be facing some lawsuits and some legal actions, maybe possible. So I'm weighing out my options to check if I want to continue going forward, because I do have my First Amendment right to freedom of press, to record these hearings. There's a lot that I gotta weigh. I do have a family. I have a daughter. I have a wife. And
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
My name is Aaron Jonathan Diaz Martinez.
Thank you, Mr. Diaz Martinez. This is the time set for a review hearing on your Cochise County out-of-county Superior Court case warrant. I thought you had some local charges, sir. You were in trial last week. Is that all concluded? Did the trial end?
The 4 charges, I got 3 not guilty. One of the charges, 10 were in my favor, 2 were not. So I'm hoping the state has common sense enough to drop the whole case.
Okay. Did they schedule a sentencing or anything, or no?
No, not a sense yet. I think something like I have court this Friday at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
And I have a question if you're able to answer. I thought I'm able to ask the question.
You can try. I don't know if I'll know the answer.
When I'm done with all these proceedings and I signed another plea on a different case, and I know I'm going to prison for either 1 to 4 years. Am I gonna go to Alhambra or wherever they take you for prison first, or are they gonna pick me up at Cochise County first?
Cochise County should take you up before you get transported to DOC. They should.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to reset this a month to May 14th to see what the status is on your local charges in PIma County.
Well, you said my next court date was when?
May 14th.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Have a good day, man. Thank you.
My head. All right. So I'm just setting up the rest of the streams and whatnot. Gotta make sure everything's running smoothly on this side. Let me see here. CollectCallFrom. Yeah. So you know what? I don't think it's anybody that's from these lives. What I think is I might have said something about them that might have upset them, or there's certain things that they don't want the public to know, so they're trying to keep
Your Honor, Padilla,
the public from
George
seeing
is
the things that are transpiring in these
currently out of
hearings.
the facility, I believe, at the hospital.
Okay, thank you. Sir, can I get your full name, please?
Anthony Rivera.
Thank you, Mr. Rivera. This is the time set for a review hearing for a case out of Cochise County. A warrant out of Cochise County. Sir, do you have local charges? Is it a probation or is it a new charges in PIma County that you have?
Hey, thank you for that heart. Highly appreciate it.
I've never been to Cochise County.
You will be. That's about to change, my boy.
Okay, well, you can figure that out once they take you over there. So,
Yeah. Oh,
Right.
yeah, you're gonna be going.
you have a probation violation right now in PIma County? What do you have in PIma County?
If you will.
It's organized retail theft.
Is that a probation case?
No.
It's a new case?
Yeah.
Have you taken?
2000.
Oh, it looks like it's just new.
Hey, thank you.
All right, looks like your next court date in the PIma County case is April 25th. So we're going to reset this a month from April 25th to see where that case is at. You're being held on a bond on this other case out of Cochise County. You can talk to your attorney about what that might be about. Your attorney that you have local, you can see if they can help that out with you. This case, we're going to reset to May 26th to see where your local charges are at that point. Okay? All right. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, South LBK. Yeah, I'm aware that these hearings are public, but I mean that won't stop them, you know, from pursuing me civilly or criminally. And at the end of the day, you know what's best for me and what's best for my family. Is it worth it? Like, should I stand up for my rights? Should I be that martyr, if you will? Do I want to lose it all? Do I want to possibly risk, you know, ending up in jail or in prison in Connecticut? Do I want to take that ride? Do I really? Like, you got to sit down and think about these things. You know, I'm a bit impulsive at times, if you will, but yeah, I could say all of that. But do I want to really take a trip? Do I want to have these people come into my house, possibly take all my equipment, take all my computers, take my phones, go through my household?
Morning, ma'am. Can I get your full name,
That's
please?
a possibility.
Lacey Julie Wadsworth.
Thank you, Ms. Wadsworth. This is the time set for a review hearing out of your out-of-county warrant out of Nogales. Looks like your local charges, you have a hearing scheduled April 16th. Is that right? Your PIma County case?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
We're going to reset this a month to May 16th to see where your PIma County case is at. The bond on the out-of-county warrant will remain the same until then.
Well, I've tried to go to treatment that day. Is there any way, like, if I can get released on that one to go treatment, can we do this sooner than a month?
Well, I can't release you on this one because you still have your other case you're still going on in PIma County right now. So we'll see at the next court date in a month from now where your PIma County case is at.
Hey, thank you, Dad.
I know, but like I go on the 16th and I might sign the plea that day. So I was wondering, can we see like before a month? I'm trying to get back, you know, to work and
Okay, so I can reset it a week then. We can reset it until next Monday, the 21st, and see if you've already taken the plea and what type of plea it was that you'll be taking. Okay? right.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
So that's where
Just
we're at
looking
right
at
now. You know,
that.
there's a lot of things I gotta think
I'm sorry,
about.
what did you want? Oh, it's gonna be ready
Um,
for you. On the hearing? Yeah, yeah.
do I
What was the
want to
date?
take
What's the
that
date?
ride?
So it's
Do
the 21st. So it's gonna be the 21st,
Hey,
ma'am,
thank you for that.
at 9
Thank you
a.m.
for that,
Next
Joanne.
Monday, yes.
Thank
21st.
you.
Yes, you're welcome.
Thank
So
you.
yeah, so I just found out about it yesterday. I was on their website, and if anybody wants to check it out, type in Connecticut Board of Parole, and you'll see it right on the front of their webpage. They just uploaded it on Friday. I didn't see it until yesterday, last night, and I started doing a little bit of research and whatnot. And I mean, as far as the legalities of it, the law would be on my side, but that won't stop them, from trying to drag me through the mud and wasting my time, and possibly, they're the ones that make these laws. So shit, it might not turn out in my favor. We know what's right and what's wrong. The First Amendment is on my side, but that doesn't mean that they could twist it up and use it against me, if you will. Let me see. I think it's a no-brainer. I wouldn't pursue anything further with CT. Not worth it. We got your back way back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Hey, what up? What up? How's it going? Good morning, buenos dias.
Morning, ma'am. Can I get your full name,
That's
please?
gonna turn your ass. Chat GBT. Cha-cha.
Middle name, Marie? All right. Thank you, Ms. Encinas. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you on 3 misdemeanor cases from PIma County Justice Court. It looks like they were
But I
failures
love
to appear
Connecticut.
for a shoplifting, theft, and another theft. The shoplifting is from 2019. The other 2 are from 2024. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. The Ms. Encinas, in this case, I am going to appoint Anna Dennis to represent you in all 3 cases. I'm going to hold you on a bond of $250. That was the bond amount that was listed on your warrants. That's going to be cash or secured. If you do post it, ma'am, conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, do not have any contact with any of the victims, do not return to the incident locations. If they're businesses, don't go to those businesses. Your next court date is going to be actually tomorrow, April 15th at 1 p.m. Your attorney will be there. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video. You understand all that?
Yes.
Thank you, Ms. Encinas.
Thank you.
I'm not sure if it's me specifically,
Yes,
because I'm not the only
each
one
one?
that streams Connecticut.
I can make them concurrent.
There's at least two other individuals that I know that for sure
thank you.
Thank you.
stream Connecticut.
Oh
So
my God,
I'm not
have a
sure if
seat
it's something
again.
they did or something I did. I'm not exactly sure. It would be a pure speculation on my end, and it would be all allegedly. I know a lot of people like throwing allegedly around, if you will. Reach out to.
Good morning. Can I get your full name, please?
Angel Lopez.
Hold on, Ms. Lopez.
Miss Lopez, if you will.
All right, thank you, Ms. Lopez. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a
They did
case
update
at
it.
a Casa Grande Municipal Court. It was for a DUI extreme. Looks like there was a failure to appear warrant
DUI extreme. Never heard that one before. This will be a first for me. So they
back in
updated.
2023. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney in certain instances. If you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. Ma'am, did you know that you had court back in 2023 at a Casa Grande?
No.
Okay. All right. I am going to release you today, ma'am, on your own promise to appear for your next court date. You have to show up at Casa Grande Municipal Court. The paperwork you'll see will have the address and phone number for there. The next court date is May 5th at 10 a.m. If you can't make that date, you call them and let them know so you get a new court date scheduled, so you get this taken care of, so you don't have this warrant out over your head.
Yes.
Okay, understand all that, ma'am?
What up, Lex?
Yes.
All right, you're excused for today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sticky fingers. Man, she be swerving.
Your Honor, this is Court Interpreter Pedro Davis. Are you able to hear me?
So yeah, so
Yes, Mr. Davis. Hold on, can we get Ms. Lopez back, please?
On the 11th, they updated. They put a
Mr.
statement
Davis,
up on
I
their
think the
website.
Spanish matter, he's not going to be seen today.
They had actually put something else on a few
Thank you
weeks
very
ago,
much.
but they took it down
Thank you,
within
Mr.
24
Have you
hours.
excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you.
What up, CPT?
Your Honor,
if you
Ms.
will.
Lopez has city charges as well.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So you want me to raise up the volume, if you will, Sammy? What up, Ariana? Got sober again. She's Ariana. How many times?
My apologies. The computer is slow today.
They brought her back.
All right, Ms. Lopez, my apologies. I'm also seeing you on some Tucson City Court
Let me
charges.
see.
Looks like it's for domestic violence, disorderly conduct, criminal damage, refusal to provide a true name. These are misdemeanors out of Tucson City Court.
Ooh, who sent me that little ugly fella? Hey, what up? Hey, Jolie, thank you. Jolie the Joy Bean. Gracias, Ali. Appreciate
And
that.
if I release you today, is there someone you can stay that is not with Shannon Chonesca?
Hello. I'm raising the volume
Yes.
up, so let me know if
Where
this is
would you
better.
stay?
Is this
With my
better?
cousin.
Is that in Tucson?
Yes.
This is PIma County, Arizona, the state of Arizona. Thank you for that daily heart. Let me see, K&D. Highly appreciate that. Maybe you should do your own disclaimer before you stream stating that you're not recording.
All right, ma'am. So I'm going to
Yeehaw,
release you
thank
on your
you.
own promise to appear on your Tucson City Court cases
I
as
read it
well.
on Connecticut.
Conditions include not commit any acts of domestic violence, no
Hey, thank you
contact
for
with
that.
Shannon Chonesca, don't go to her house or anything like that. Stay at your cousin's house or somewhere else. Your next court date's going to be May 15th for this one.
Big
So
bad
you have two
bitch.
cases. You have the
T-Town.
Casagrande one, and then
Where's
you have the
T-Town at?
Tucson City Court one.
I thought you were going to
All
put
right, it's
H-Town.
going to be May 15th at 9:30 a.m. at the Tucson City Court. Again, if you can't make it, you call them, let them know to change your court date.
Big
Okay.
back
Okay.
Tucson.
If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest, tried at a trial in your absence, and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. Do you understand the consequences of failing to show to court, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you. That's also the time set for your arraignment on the city court. I will enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. Now you're excused. Thank you, Ms. Lopez.
Perfect. Thank you.
So you know what? They have conflicting statements on their website. Hey, thank you for that. Thank you for that. That dropping those dollars right there. So, man, they're too quick today on PIma County.
Good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Ivan Trejo.
Ivan. Hey, Josh, thank you for the follow. Highly
Thank you, Mr.
appreciate that.
Trejo. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new misdemeanor charge of domestic violence. Fail to comply with a court order or violating a restraining order. It's a misdemeanor in PIma County Justice Court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
What up, Jill?
So, sir, if I release you today, is there somewhere you can go that is not living with Miss Mara Trejo? Is there somewhere else you can
That
stay?
fool looks like Sabretooth.
I'm
Sabretooth
staring with my parents as we speak.
from
Okay, and is that in
from the
Tucson?
X-Men.
No, that's in Phoenix. No.
It's in Phoenix. Okay.
That fool looks like Sabretooth.
All right, so I'm going to release you today on your own
Wolverine
promise to appear for your next court date. I know you said you're going to be staying in Phoenix, but the next court date's in a couple of weeks here. It's going to be April 24th at 10:30 p.m. at the PIma County Justice Court. You got to make sure you come to that date. There's going to be a phone number on the paperwork you received. If you can't make April 24th, you call them to get it rescheduled, or a warrant can issue for your arrest. Conditions of your release include: do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with the alleged victims, do not go to their work or their home or anything like that. You have an active order of protection against you with victim Mara Trejo, so make sure you abide by all those conditions as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right, you understand all that, sir?
Hey, thank you for
Yes,
the
ma'am.
roses.
Okay, you're excused for day, sir. Thank you.
Thank you,
What
ma'am.
up, Roddy? What up, brother?
Brazil.
So yeah,
Right here,
so
over
they
here.
have conflicting statements on their website. You guys might want to take a little stroll to their website, read the statement in the front, and then click a link. Where there's a link that you can click on right on there, and if
Morning,
you
sir.
click
Can I
that
get your
link,
full name, please?
Good morning, Robert Lee Trisdale.
Mr. Trisdale, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some misdemeanor charges. We have a criminal trespass out of PIma County Justice Court. We also have
Charles Manson over there.
post-adjudicated failures to appear, looks like, from Tucson City Court. Maybe it's not post-adjudicated, but they're in Tucson City Court failures to appear for endangerment, threatening, intimidating, assault, disorderly conduct, criminal trespass, drug paraphernalia, criminal trespass. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. For the Tucson City Court cases, there was already a bond issued, so I'm going to honor that judge's bond amount, which was $999 cash.
$999? Are you out of your mind?
If you do post it or for your release, conditions include do not commit any acts of domestic violence, no drugs, no alcohol, no contact with the alleged victims, do not go to the victim's residence or incident locations. I'm going to appoint you an attorney. It's going to be Tucson City Public Defender's Office.
James, I can't hear nothing. Can you shh?
Next court date for Tucson City is going to be April 23rd at 1:30 p.m. If you post the bond, it's up to you to make sure you show up to court, sir. And then for the PIma County Justice Court case for the crim trespass, that one I am going to release you on your own promise to appear for that one. If you're still in custody, then the jail will make sure you get seen by video. The next court date for PIma County Justice Court will be April 24th at 8:30. The conditions include do not go to incident location, no contact with the victims.
It's my first time here.
All right, you understand all that, sir?
What's going on here?
Yeah, so I'm not getting released today?
No, because on the Tucson City Court cases, you had failures to appear. So I'm honoring the bond amount that was on that one. Because those looks like it was from 2023, so those are kind of old. So yeah, you're not getting released today.
I didn't know about those.
All right, well, you can tell Judge Million that when you get seen by her. All right?
Is this legal?
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Why would you stream these people's lives on here? Why would you do that to them?
Verdugo.
You're taking advantage of them, James. Why would you do such a thing?
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Marco Verdugo.
Thank you, Mr. Verdugo. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new misdemeanor charges out of PIma County Justice Court. Disorderly conduct, domestic violence, fighting, 2 counts. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
Jeez. Hey, how many DVs have we had already? I think since we got here, everybody had a DV case.
If I release you today, is there somewhere you can stay that is not with Reina? That is not with your mom?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where would you stay?
What up, Brian?
At my girlfriend's parents' house.
Is that in Tucson?
Yes, ma'am.
What's
so
the
I'm going
toilet
to release
for?
you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date, sir. Conditions include do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no contact with Alex Verdugo, don't go to your brother's home or residence. Your mom is okay with you having contact with her, but don't go to the residence.
Yes,
who keeps on
Your next
flushing
court
the
date, sir, is going to
toilet?
be April 24th at 10:30 a.m. at the PIma County Justice Court. You'll get issued a paper when you get released from custody today with that information. Make sure you show up to court, sir, or a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that?
Hey, thank you for that
Yes, ma'am.
daily heart. Hey, what's up, Cindy? Where you been at?
Thank you.
IBS. Good afternoon, James from England. Hey, what up,
Welcome.
Judy? Ups, hell yeah. Hey, thank you, gracias. Hey, Nikki, thank you for that daily heart, if you will. What do you guys think this individual did?
Allison.
Is your middle name Michelle?
I don't be washing my hands.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. This is the time set for your initial appearance.
Thank you, Judy.
I'm seeing you today for Oro Valley City Court charge for shoplifting.
Ooh, shoplifting.
Failure to appear.
FTA.
You also have failure to appear out of
FTA.
PIma County Justice Court for criminal trespass.
Circle K.
And also a
Did
PIma
she say
County
Circle
Justice
K?
Court theft charge. These are all failures to appear. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. So, ma'am, in all 3 cases, since these are failures to appear and these are quite old, I am going to impose a bond, and I'm going to give you an attorney in all your cases. The Oro Valley Court case, you're going to be a $250 bond, cash or secured. No contact with the alleged victim. Do not return to incident location. If you do post the bond, your attorney is going to be Richard Glenn. The next court date will be April 23rd at 10:30 a.m.
It's outrageous, right,
Post the
Kat?
bonds up to you to make sure you show up. If not, you'll be seen by video. On the PIma County Justice Court cases, I'm going to appoint Anna Dennis to represent you on both your cases, ma'am. That's going to be your attorney. The next court date will be tomorrow, actually, April 15th at 1 p.m. for both the trespass and the theft. The bonds on those will also be $250 each,
What up, team?
which are secured. If you do post those again, no contact with the alleged victims. Do not return to the incident locations. As you can see, if you fail to appear for court, ma'am, a warrant can issue for your arrest. And looks like you also have Tucson City Court cases as well.
Hey, thank you, T. Highly appreciate that. Love them finger hearts, if you will. I just don't do finger hearts, but I appreciate them. Catch me doing little finger hearts. Oh, hell nah. Catch me doing some finger hearts up in here. No way, can't do it. I refuse to do it. James, I can't see. James, I can't see. What up, Jennifer? Do a finger heart. Nope. Guy, that's not for me. I can't.
All right.
I can't
So I'm
do
also
it.
going to impose 250 on the city court cases. Looks like these are for
No, I know you weren't.
failure to appear criminal trespass out of Tucson City Court.
There's two things I won't do. All right. One of them is finger hearts,
Okay.
and two
Next court date for Tucson City will
is go to
be
baby showers.
April
Unless it's
24th
my wife's
at
baby shower.
1:40 p.m. I'm going to appoint counsel for you. It's going to be the
Catch me up
Tucson
in a
City Public
baby
Defender. So
shower.
you're going to have an attorney on all your cases, ma'am, out of all the cases that you're dealing with.
Hell nah. Baby showers ain't for men. I'll finger heart.
All right, you got to get these taken care of, ma'am, or else these warrants will keep issuing. Understand that?
Shit.
Yes.
Thank you. You're excused for today.
Men don't go to baby showers. Well, at least I don't. If you do, I mean that's on you, but I won't.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Lies.
Dylan Jewel Witchell.
I tell
Mr.
you,
Witchell,
there
this is the
was
time set for your initial appearance.
two of you.
I'm seeing you today on a new charge out of PIma County Justice Court for disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and
Ooh,
assault,
You
domestic
called that?
violence.
Who called that one?
You have the right to remain silent. Anything
El
you say
Taco
can or will be used
Vato.
against you.
Ah, well.
You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. Mr. Witchell, is there somewhere that you can stay to, if I release you today that is not with your brother Garrett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Hey,
My
what up,
wife's
Reasons? Greetings.
Where is that?
in Tucson.
And are you working right now?
I'm going to Catalina Rehab facilitation. It's like I'm going there to get my own apartment.
Damn, on his bro, if you
All
will.
right, Mr. Witchell, I'm going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date, which is actually going to be
Thank you for that.
April 24th at 10:30 a.m. at the PIma County Justice Court. And you get released today from jail. You'll get a sheet of paper with the information. Conditions include,
Yes,
sir,
thank
no drugs, no alcohol, do not commit any
Thank you
further
for
acts
that
of
baby
domestic
heart.
violence, no contact with your brother at this time, Mr. Garrett Witchell. Do not go to his house or his work or anything like that. It looks like you do have a Phoenix City Court warrant out right now from 2019, so get that taken care of as well.
Who has a black eye?
Thanks.
All right. If you fail to show up for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir? All
Yes, Your Honor.
right. Thank you, Mr. Witchell. You're excused for today.
Hey, and I want to go ahead and welcome Season's Greetings. Hello, and welcome to a brand new episode of You Have a Collect Call From. Bloody A.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Yeah, my name is Eric Berrigan.
Oh,
Middle
damn,
name
what happened to his
Daniel?
face? Sheen Gators.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Berrigan. This is
Yeah,
the
somebody
time
wrote
set
it
for
in
your
his
initial
face.
appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new Tucson City Court charges for disorderly conduct, domestic violence, and there's also charges that are not domestic
wow.
violence, and then also an assault. These are all misdemeanors out of Tucson City Court. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you can afford one may be appointed for you.
More is not is nothing but
If
right
I
here.
release you today, is there somewhere you can stay that is not with your mom and your sister?
Yes, Your Honor.
Where would you go?
It'll be a friend's house. Her name is Tamara Garcia.
Does she live in Tucson?
Yes, she does.
Thank you. Damn, Kate. Hey,
Right,
gracias
so I'm
for
going to
the daily
release
heart
you
on
today
both
on your own
places.
promise chip here for your next court date, which is going to be May 12th at 9 a.m. at the Tucson City Court. You'll get a sheet of paper with all that information when you get out from jail today. Conditions will include: do not commit any acts of domestic violence, no contact with Patricia or Nicole Berrigan. Your mom and your sister, don't talk to them while the case is going on. Don't go to their house or anything like that.
Hey, this is Arizona, the state of
so the next court
Arizona.
date is May 12th at 9 a.m. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can
island
issue
boy.
for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to direct appeal. So it's in your best interest to show up to court and get this taken care of.
Dry land boy.
You understand all that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Dry
It's also
land
the
boy.
time set for your arraignment. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. And I don't know if the jail told you already. It looks like you have a warrant out of New Mexico. I'm not seeing you on that. And it's from
Ooh.
2009, but you might want to look into that to see if you can get that taken care of.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. You're excused for today, sir. Thank you.
Oh, damn, he hit his mom? Oh, double flush for that one. Scottsdale in here. That's right. Hey, man, my heart goes out to you guys from Arizona. It's rough out there. Man, you have to worry about DUIs, getting hit upside the head, and shoplifters at Circle K. It's all bad. Hey, friends.
Good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Eddie Espinosa.
Thank you, Mr. Espinosa. I'm seeing you today on some new misdemeanor charges at a Tucson City Court for disorderly conduct, domestic violence.
Oh, another one.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. All right, sir, if I release you today, is there somewhere you can say that is not with your sister and not with your uncle?
Another one bites the dust.
Where would you go stay?
I could either go to a friend's house or to my mom's.
Okay, are they both in Tucson?
My mom lives in Cells.
Good morning.
Okay, and your friend lives in Tucson?
And my friend lives in Tucson, yeah.
All right, sir, I'm going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. So you're going to get out of jail this morning. Conditions include: do not commit any acts of domestic violence, no contact with Michelle, Arispe, and Harvey Walter. Don't try to go find them at their house or their job or anything like that. Your next court date, sir, is going to be May 12th at 9 a.m. at Tucson City Court. When you get released today, you'll get a sheet of paper with the date and time and all that. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. It's in your best interest and care of. You understand all that, sir?
Have to investigate this, if you will.
All right, and it's also the time set for your arraignment. I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. All right, you're excused for today, sir. Thank you, Mr. Espinosa.
Thank you. Screw that dude. A la verga. Hey, and if you guys are new here, I would really appreciate if you hit that follow button. It's free 99. Won't cost you a thing. Don't be a Scrooge McDuck. Don't be a Mr. Krabby Patty, if you will. And also, if you're not tapping, you must be napping. Hey, what's up, spiritual_ bombshell? Welcome, Chris. That's crazy. Hey, what up, Hope? Hyphen Marie. Hey, James, I wish I could carry. I'm a felon from 9 years ago. Damn it! Can't be packing the heat. Pop, 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 pop. Damn, James, you're out of control today, my boy. You're busting off them blank shots, or those blanks, if you will. I'm boinking someone on the head and getting away with it. James, have you tried Mojave County? No, I have not. I'm originally from
morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Nuevo Mexico, but moved to AZ.
Guadalupe R. Flores.
Thank you, Mr. Flores. Is it R for Rodriguez?
Yeah.
Great, thank you. So this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new city court charges for criminal damage, resisting arrest, and drug paraphernalia. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
That little patch.
I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defenders to represent you in this case, sir. It looks like you have a hold from the Department of Corrections.
He was.
But regardless of what I do today, if that hold is still in place, then you're still going to remain in custody.
Oh, that was on a good one. That was on a sick one.
So I am going to impose a bond of $50 in this case. But if you post that bond, sir, the DOC is probably going to be taking you into their custody, just so you know that. But if the DOC hold lifts and you post that bond, conditions will include no drugs, no alcohol, don't go to that business on Campbell. Your next court date will be April 22nd. That's next week at 1:45 p.m. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, Mr. Flores?
He's giving emotion signals.
Thank you, sir. And I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf.
Hey, Jay, you playing too much, sir. Man. These people are going through it and you're making fun of them. Nah. I'm not making fun of them, if you will. Why would I do such a thing? And we'll be seeing him in the BOP here in next few years.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name,
no.
please?
This was so super suspect.
David Freeman Maker.
What do you guys think
Mr.
this guy
Freeman
did?
Maker, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new misdemeanor charge out of Tucson City Court for interference with judicial proceedings. That's basically violating an active order of protection. You have the
Super
right to remain
suspect.
silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you today. I'm also going to impose a bond, sir, of $500, which is going to be cash or secured. If you post that bond, conditions include: do not commit any acts of domestic violence, no contact whatsoever with the listed victims in the case, which include Cynthia Duran, Penelope Duran, and there's a minor child that is also listed. Don't go to their work, their home, anything like that. You have an active order of protection that is against you, sir. So you have to make sure you abide by all those conditions with those people listed as the victims in that active order of protection. All right, so your next court date's going to be April 23rd. That's next week at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. If you post the bond, it's up to you to make sure you show up. If you're still held in custody, jail will make sure you get seen by video, and the Tucson City Public Defender, your attorney, will be there. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, sir? Yes? Okay. And today is also the time set for your arraignment, so I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf, sir. All right, thank you. You're excused for today.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he looks super suspect. Super duper suspect, if you will. Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Who was that? Laura.
Morning, can I get your full name, please, sir?
Or 4 Dolphins.
Aaron Laurel Henderson.
Mr. Henderson, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new Tucson City Court charges for domestic violence assault, domestic violence disorderly conduct, and an indecent exposure.
Thank you for the future.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. All right, Mr. Henderson, if I release you today, is there somewhere you can go that is not with James Hattle or with Karen Ruger?
Thank you.
Do you have another place you can stay at?
Yes, ma'am.
So where would that be?
Preston Smith on the west side, I believe, of Tucson.
Is that a friend of yours?
Yes.
Right, Mr. Henderson, I am going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. So stay at that other residence. Don't go back to Karen Ruger's or James Hattle's place. Don't have contact with them while the case is pending. Don't go to their residence. All right, and do not commit any further acts of domestic violence.
Oh, man,
Mr.
he's the worst.
Henderson, your next court date will be May 13th at 1:30 p.m. at the Tucson City Court. When you get released from jail today, you'll get a sheet of paper with the date, time, address, and all that.
Gross.
If you fail, all right. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. So it's in your best interest to show up to court and get this taken care of, sir. You understand all that?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Thank you. And it's also the time set for your arraignment, so I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. All right, you're excused for today, Mr. Henderson. Thank you.
Thank you, Kimberly. Highly appreciate
So
that.
I don't get my expert.
Damn, who does that? Like, come on, do that in the privacy of your own home, but out in the street, offending people like that, busting their eyes out. That's totally uncalled for, right there. That's some weirdo activity, like the youngsters.
Morning, sir.
will
Can I
say
get your full
nowadays.
name, please?
Next. What up, Jerome?
My name is Markel Maldonado.
Thank you, Mr. Maldonado. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today, sir.
Busting their eyes out.
I'm seeing you today, sir, on some Tucson City Court charges for domestic violence, endangerment, assault, and disorderly conduct, all alleged to be domestic violence. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one, sir, one may be appointed for you. I'll be setting some release conditions for you, sir, and I believe your girlfriend, Asia Coronado, is on the line.
Ooh, she's calling in.
Ma'am, you want to be
Does
heard?
she want him? Does she want him?
Yeah,
or doesn't she want him?
I wanted to say, this normally never happens. I'm so sorry that we even have to be here today. We're normally not like this, okay? I just wanted to put that out there. Markel is a completely different person from the day that happened. So, yeah, I'm hoping that he gets released today, but if not, it's up to the judge. So, you know.
All right, so Ms. Coronado,
I want him home.
you want to have continued contact with Markel right now? Do you want him to come back home?
Yeah, it's fine if he comes back. That's like the only person that I have, like the only family that I have.
All right, and you're okay with him having contact with the child as well?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
such a good
This is his
dad.
son. I wouldn't want to keep him away from him. He's not like this.
No, not always.
Especially around his son.
Yeah,
Who's more
it's
not
first
like a
time.
loving dad to
Loving,
his
caring.
kid, you know?
You know.
Thank you, Ms. Coronado. Appreciate it.
It's breaking my heart.
All right, Mr. Maldonado, you heard what she had to say, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I love her too.
Hopefully there's no repeat of what happened that day. All right, sir, I'm going to release you today on your own promise to appear for your next court date. You can have contact with Asia Coronado. You can go back home if you choose.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, all right? All right, your next court date is going to be May 13th at 1:30 p.m.
I can't take it in here.
May 13th, okay, we'll be there.
All right, May 13th at 1:30 p.m., sir. If you fail to appear and you don't get this taken care of, a warrant can issue for your arrest. So this is serious. You got to get this taken care of. All right. Trial can go without you, sir, if you don't show up. To make sure you don't show up to court. If you're convicted at a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. You understand the consequences of failing to show to court, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to enter not guilty pleas on your behalf. Make sure you show up to court next month. You're excused.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See you at home, babe. I'm on my way. I'll be out in 4 hours. Can you please come pick me up with my mom? Next! Literally.
Morning, can I get your full name, please?
Selena Moore.
Thank you. And Ms. Coronado, you can sign off the line unless you want to listen and I'll tell these other ones.
My piece will be there soon, babe.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Moore, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a number of failures to appear at a Tucson City Court. We have criminal trespass. It's like 4 counts, possession of drug paraphernalia, 7 counts, prescription drugs, 2 counts. If you have afford one may be appointed for you. All right, since there's a number of failures to appear in these cases and the number of counts, I am going to impose a bond of $500. It's going to be cash or secured. If you do post it, ma'am, or if you're released, conditions will include no drugs, no alcohol, no contact with any of the alleged victims, don't go to the incident locations. All right, your next court date is going to be April 22nd at 1:45 p.m. If you're still in custody, you'll be seen by video, and the Tucson City Public Defender, your attorney, will be there.
She don't probably have
As
2
you can
nickels
see,
to
if you fail
rub
show
together,
the
if
court,
you will.
warrants can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, ma'am?
Yes.
Thank you. Your excuse for today, Ms. Moore.
Excuse me, pharmacist. Would you happen to have the purple lean, not the green one? Because the green one makes my skin outbreak and it does something to my stomach. I prefer the purple one, preferably Tiva brand, if you will. What? No. It's because, yeah, I've gotten it in the past and it does a real number on my stomach. So I need the purple. I need the purple drink, if you will. The green stuff from that other manufacturer is no bueno. Pharmacist. Yes, I need that and that. Next!
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Full
Middle name, Carl?
Thank you for that daily heart.
Is your middle name Carl, sir?
What did Carl do?
Thank you, Mr. Matson. All right, so this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a felony charge for theft.
Oh, he's a thief.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the PIma County Legal Defender's Office to represent you. And you have Ms. Krause, counsel, seated next to you for purposes of today. I'll be setting some release conditions for you, sir. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation appears to be $3,500. Mr. Poston, did you want to be heard further?
State submits on the written submissions.
Thank you. Ms. Krause?
Yeah, and we're asking for release. Mr. Matson has no priors. I did confirm with him he has housing available, not with the alleged co-defendant. He also is self-employed. It looks like based on the state's recommendation, their main concern is a risk to the community. This was not a random person. There was some history between the co-defendant and the victim, so I don't believe that a bond is necessary.
Thank you. So, Mr. Matson, I'm going to release you to pretrial services.
PIma stays
Conditions include do not commit any, conditions include do not have any drugs or alcohol, not possess any firearms, monitoring or treatment as directed by pretrial. No contact with the alleged victim in this case. Don't try to go find her at her work or anything like that. Excuse me, I think it's at his work. All right, and no contact with your co-defendant, Tony Maida, during the pendency of this case. So your next court date is going to be a preliminary hearing on May 5th at 1:30 p.m. That date may or may not go, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's that date or future date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir?
Hey,
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Matson. You're excused for today.
His co-defendant is probably coming. I was about to call him his co-D, like the other dude, like the expired warranty guy from Connecticut. He said my co-D, and he said my warranty. I went down to the police station and they issued a warranty. What the hell? A warranty? I've never been to the police station and get a warranty. What kind of police station? What, are you sure you were in the police station? But he definitely got his warranty extended, if you will, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Let's see. Good morning, James. Happy Monday. What up, Angie? He got extended warranty. I'm dead. And if you haven't checked out that video, check it out. It's on the small account. The at CollectCallFrom. Period on period YT, if you will. He got that warranty extended. He's maxing out. They didn't want to hear that. That was man. You know, I was feeling bad for the guy till they said what he did. Once they said what he did, it was out going out the window. That's it. It was over. And what's up, my life's peachy? How's it going? He was at Home Depot. This fool. That fool said he wants to become a citizen. A citizen, or what did he say? A citizen of the country? Like what? Like
morning, Mr. Catsarellis.
Who the hell wrote this damn letter for you, my boy?
Not yet, no.
Hey, what up? What up?
Okay, number 7 on the felonies at the bottom of the calendar.
Okay.
I'll appear for him in a little bit.
All right, thank you, sir.
The community.
Thank you, Judge.
Something.
All right, good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Daniel Xavier Webster.
Thank you, Mr. Webster. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for murder in the first degree. Premeditated. It's the felony. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'll be appointing the PIma County Public Defender's Office to represent you, sir. I'll be setting some release conditions for you today. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is $1 million.
Webster's with the
Poston,
business.
Anything further you'd like to add?
Your Honor, the person is listed. It's first off, it's a murder case, and the defendant was found with significant amounts of blood on him, and there were bloody footprints matching the victim's footwear. And he admitted to being in the area the victim was found. Your Honor, it doesn't get any more serious. $1 million.
Thank you, Mr. Poston. Ms. Krause?
$1 million.
The Honor asking the state or the court to dismiss this lack of probable cause. Even what Mr. Poston just listed was at best mere presence in the scene. We have nothing, no statements, no admissions, nothing to confirm that Mr. Webster was the actor in this case, and certainly nothing premeditated.
Like I got $1 million laying around right
I
here.
do find there's sufficient circumstantial evidence for the probable cause at this juncture. Won't be dismissing it today.
And I will say this: never judge a book by its cover, because I
Did
never
you want
saw
to be
that
heard
coming.
further on release, Ms. Krause?
He has housing and employment. He has no priors. He very likely does not have investment wealth, and so we're asking for something that is actually obtainable for him to post and not serve as effectively as a bond.
Thank you.
PIma County.
Due to the seriousness of the offense, I do believe a high bond is appropriate. I'll impose a bond of $1 million cash, release to pretrial if it is posted.
He
no
can't
drugs,
do 10%.
No alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment is direct by pretrial. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim / next of kin. Not go to any next of kin residence or work. So your next court date is going to be April 24th at 1:30 p.m. That hearing date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, sir?
Okay,
so say that you understand. Okay, yeah.
All right, thank you, Mr. Webster.
That's wild. Like why? Like, if you look at him, he just looks like a normal kid. But shit, man, he had an M on his mind, if you will. Proceed with caution. You never know. You never know. You never know what people are going through, or what kind of thoughts they have in their mind. So you got to stay on your toes all the time. Who did he take out? I don't know. But we're about to find out. Gotta get his name. Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Really appreciate that. Who sent that daily heart right there? Mullins 5C Mullins 531. Your life can change in a second. Yeah, your life and somebody else's life. Guilty until proven not. Let me see. What a way to ruin your life. Hey, thank you, Monica. Highly appreciate that. Appreciate that follow. What's up, Skunk? What it do? Hell yeah. And if you haven't done so, please do so. Hit that follow button. And, hey, hopefully you guys find something of value from watching these court appearances. I know a lot of the times I'm joking and whatnot, but man, you got serious matters like this when people end up losing their lives, man, and it's just tragic all the way around. Because once you take somebody out, that's it. Their life is gone. Like I say around here, life's like a candle. Once you blow it out, it slices out, and with that person's out of here to the upper room. And that's why I say that, because just like that, boom, you're gone. You never know. And with that, that's my message for the day right there. Life's like a candle. Remember, don't blow it, because you got one life, and that's it. Hey, thank you for that daily heart. Highly appreciate that. Marshmallow. Gracias, Cindy. Thank you for the like. Let me see. Yes, James, and you can't undo it. Yeah, that's it. Those things can be undone. A moment of passion, losing your temper, and doing some awful things to another individual. 1000%. Your mustache is majestic. Did you say mustache? Man, I've been slipping over here on the mustache, if you will. And it's short right now. I trimmed it because my wife's been tripping. She's like, I hate your mustache. Those people on TT and YT, they lie to you. It's ugly. I hate it. It makes you look all old. Cut it off. I want to see your lips. Oh, do you? All right, then. Hey, yeehaw. Thank you, Reasons. Hell yeah. Gracias. What up, Southside BK's laughing? It's a me, Mario. She did not tell you that. Yeah, no, she does. She tells me all the time. She's like, you're not funny. Those people are lying to you.
Can I get your full name, please?
Morning, ma'am. My name is William Dale Blake II.
Thank you, Mr. Blake. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for possession of dangerous drugs, which is a felony. You also have failures to appear at a PIma County Justice Court for domestic violence assault and possession of drug paraphernalia. Those charges are from 2021 and 2023. You also have a post-adjudicated warrant out of Tucson City Court. Looks like it was for a DUI. All right, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you. For the Tucson City Court matter, sir, I'm going to appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you. That one, I'm going to impose a bond of $250. Your next court date for that will be April 22nd, next week at 1:45 p.m.
Hey, Ricky's good. I can't wait. Hopefully he gets out in August.
For the PIma County Justice Court cases.
Thank you. So Ricky.
I'll also impose a bond of $250 on each of those. They'll be cash or secured. No contact with the alleged victims. Domestic violence if you post that bond. Do not return to incident locations. I'm going to appoint an attorney and a dentist for your PIma County Justice Court cases. You'll be seen tomorrow at 1 p.m. by the judge. If you're held in custody, you'll be seen by video.
You know what? I got a video with Ricky Black. I actually got a video of him when I was in Amsterdam. We did a video visit. I'll look for the video and I'll try to link it up.
So now we're going to talk about your felony case, sir.
Let me see my man, Ricky Black.
That's for the possession of dangerous drugs. I have reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is released to pretrial, and Mr. Poston potentially steps eligible.
That's correct. Screen and per steps, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Krause, and also if you can be what you'd like regarding a low bond due to the holds on the misdemeanors, or if you'd like.
We'd like just a low bond, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Blake, the state is saying you may be eligible to participate in a pre-indictment substance abuse treatment program. Would you be interested?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So there's a screening that takes place. You may or may not actually be eligible, but they're saying potentially may be eligible. Okay. All right. So I'm going to impose a low bond of $50, cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. No drugs, no alcohol, no firearms. Monitoring and treatment as directed. You're going to have the PIma County Public Defender's Office on your felony case, sir. And then next Monday, April 21st at 9 a.m., if you've posted all your bonds, you got to make sure you show up to Superior Court on the 3rd floor to see if you qualify for the STEPS program. If you're still in custody, Jill, make sure you get transported so you can get seen so you can find out if you qualify for this substance abuse treatment program. That's your next court date for the felony case, April 21st at 9 a.m. in Superior Court. And the next one after that will be the preliminary hearing, April 24th at 1:30 p.m. If you fail to show for court, warrants can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Blake?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry? Yeah, have a seat.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Nicholas Norman Giuseppe Chapman.
Thank you, Mr. Chapman. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on 2 new charges, possession of narcotic drugs and possession of drug paraphernalia, which are both felonies. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one, one may be appointed for you. It looks like you have an adult probation hold as well at this time. All right, I got to set some release conditions for you, sir, for the new charges.
There is no hold, Judge.
Oh, there is no hold?
No. Confirmed by the jail, no hold.
Okay, so you're just on probation but no hold. All right. My apologies. Okay. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is released to pretrial, potentially STEPS eligible. Mr. Poston?
Yes, Your Honor. Screening for STEPS. BTS.
All right. Ms. Krause?
What up, Tiffany?
We just ask that you follow the recommendation of the state, Your Honor.
And waive time for the PH date?
Sure.
All right, Mr. Chapman, would you be interested in participating in a pre-indictment substance abuse treatment program?
Yes, ma'am.
Right, so
I would love that.
All right, so it's called STEPS. The state will do a screening to see if you qualify. You have to show up at the PIma County Superior Court on the 3rd floor next Monday at 9 a.m. And when you show up, they'll tell you if you actually qualify or not for that program. If you don't show up, they won't consider you for the program.
Yes, ma'am.
So your next court date will be April 21st at 9 a.m. at Superior Court. And then the next hearing after that will be May 29th at 1:30 for the preliminary hearing. It's like a 30-day or 45-day program. Yes.
Can you repeat that date? I'm sorry.
Sorry, the preliminary hearing is May 29th at 1:30.
This is Ricky Black right here.
All right. We'll release you to pretrial services today, sir. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as directed by pretrial. Also, you have to abide by all terms of adult probation on your current case. So you have to check in with your probation officer and also with pretrial. And if I haven't said so already, sir, a public defender's office is appointed in this case. If you fail to appear for court, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that,
Yes,
Mr. Chapman?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. You're excused for today.
Thank you. Appreciate that, Heart. Is Karen Red back in court yet? I don't know. What did Ricky Black do? He ordered somebody's unalignment.
Morning, can I get your full name, please?
Stephen Osu.
Middle name Austin?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Elcia. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for possession of dangerous drugs. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the PIma County Public Defender's Office to represent you. I'll be setting some release conditions for you today, sir. I've reviewed the pretrial services report, the interim complaint. State's written recommendation is release to pretrial and potential STEPS eligibility.
That is correct, Your Honor. Screen them, PTS and screen them.
All right, thank you. Ms. Krause?
We just ask that you follow the state's recommendation, Judge.
And waive time for the PH date.
Yes.
Thank you. So, Mr. Elcia, the state is saying you may be eligible for a substance abuse treatment program that is pre-indictment. Would you be interested in participating?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Very.
All right, so I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You'll get out of custody today. Your next court date is next Monday, April 21st at 9 a.m. at the Superior Courthouse downtown on the 3rd floor. So you'll find out next Monday if you actually qualify. They'll do a screening. The state will do a screening and see if you qualify for the substance abuse treatment program. If you don't show up, they're not going to consider you, so make sure you show up next week. All right, yes, conditions of pretrial release include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, sir, monitoring and treatment as pretrial directs you to. And the next date after that, after next Monday, will be the preliminary hearing, which is May 29th at 1:30 p.m. If you fail to show up for court, sir, warrants can issue for your arrest. You understand all that?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're excused for today, sir.
So bad. And if you haven't done so, go ahead and check out Reason's Greetings and give her a follow. She's from London. She's a real artist. She be doing some crafts. She's real good with the crafts and whatnot. I'm right. I think.
Morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Check her out.
Actually.
H is for Howard.
Yeah, Howard.
All right, thank you. Sir, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for criminal trespass in the first degree, domestic violence.
Ooh.
You also have a failure to appear at a Tucson City Court for an assault.
Better call Saul.
I'll be setting release conditions for both. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. For your felony case, I'm going to appoint the PIma County Public Defender's Office to represent you.
I'm going to pin it, so
Right,
if
sir.
you guys could give
I reviewed the interim
Reason's Greetings a
complaint, the
follow.
pretrial service report, the state's written recommendation, which is $10,000. Mr. Poston, did you want to be heard further?
The state considers them a flight risk as well as an undue risk to the community for new crimes. It's the victim is the defendant's ex-wife, therefore the DV criteria are met, and it's most concerning for the victim. There is an undue risk to the victim here. 10,000 is appropriate. He also has no residence and is looking at prison time if he's convicted.
Thank you, Mr. Poston. Ms. Poston, if you can also address the housing situation.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is correct. He doesn't have confirmed housing right now. So based on that, it's effectively a no bond situation. So we're asking for no more than $1,000.
1,000. Awa, drop one, flush one, if you will. Hey, Jen, have a good one. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by, Jen. Appreciate you. Damn, you dropped 97 roses? Sheesh. Dave, good looking out. Highly appreciate that. I'm about to go buy myself a
I'm going to impose a bond of
cheeseburger.
$1,000 on your felony matter. Cash or secured. Released to pretrial if posted. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms. Monitoring treatment is directed by pretrial. Absolutely no contact with the listed victim in this case. Ms. Nina Alley, absolutely no contact with her. Don't go to her house. Don't go to her work. Anything like that. Next court date, Mr. Lilly, will be April 24th at 1:30 p.m. for a preliminary hearing. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's that date or a future date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. For your Tucson City court case, sir, I'm going to release you on that one on your own promise to appear, but I'm going to appoint you an attorney because you're going to be held on the felony case. So Tucson City Public Defender's Office will represent you on the city court matter.
I'm streaming, right? I'm streaming the TK, right?
The conditions of that one also include do not commit any acts of domestic violence and no contact with the alleged victim in those cases. All right, sir. You're excused for today, Mr.
Hey,
Howard.
so the jury has
What's the date for the city court matter, Judge?
has reached a verdict on the TK case. Hey, thank you for that. Highly appreciate that for
It'll be June
letting us know.
6th.
It hasn't started yet, but we'll see.
Lisa.
What up, Sue? Hey, welcome, Sue. How you doing? Sue's coming in from upstate Nueva York. Who? New York. They reached a verdict. Yeah, it says right here. They reached a verdict. But they haven't started the audio yet. That's not TK. That I don't know who that dude next
Morning,
to
ma'am.
him
Can I
is.
get your full name, please?
Tony Marie Mita.
Ms. Mita, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for theft. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the PIma County Public Defender's Office to represent you.
Are you streaming the
I'll be
TK?
sending some
Yeah,
of these
I
conditions
am.
for you today, ma'am. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is $3,500. Mr. Poston, did you want to be heard further?
Your Honor, this is the other half
you can
of
see it here.
the case involving, I want to say, Mr. Mattson. So state's recommendations are the same.
All right, thank you. Ms. Kraus?
So again, Your Honor, similar to Mr. Mattson, one of the basic bases for the state's recommendation is that risk to the community. This was a particular situation involving the alleged victim and Ms. Mita. Additionally, it lists lacks significant community ties per the pretrial statement workup. It does indicate that there's been connection to Tucson for at least a number of years. So I don't think that that actually is an issue. So we're asking for her to be released.
I didn't say something.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mita, or thank you, Ms. Kraus. Ms. Mita, I'm going to release you today to pretrial services. Conditions include no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring treatment as pretrial directs you to, absolutely no contact with the alleged victim. I believe he's your ex or there's a family member, some kind of relationship. No contact with him. Do not go to his residence or his work. No contact with your co-defendant, Jeffrey Mattson, as well while the case is going on. Your next court date, ma'am, will be May 5th at 1:30 p.m. for a preliminary hearing. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's that May 5th date or a future date, a warrant can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Ms. Mita. You're excused for today.
All right, so for TK, he was a one-hit wonder out of San Antonio, Texas. He was a rapper. He had one song, and then he apparently he took 3 people out on 3 different occasions, and he's on his second case. The first case he got 55 years. On this one, it looks like they want to give him life because he was 17 at the time. This happened some years back like in 2000.
Morning, can I get your full name, please?
17, I believe.
Priscilla Catalan Merino.
What up, Amber?
Yeah, you can.
Ms. Marino, this is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on a new felony charge for aggravated driving under the influence.
Ooh.
And you also
What up,
have
Brooklyn?
a misdemeanor disorderly conduct fighting out of Tucson City Court. It's a new charge.
What up, hot mess?
Criminal damage. You also have obstruction refusing to provide a true name, assault. Those are all new charges. And then you have a failure to appear at a Tucson City Court for disorderly conduct.
Does anybody think they could change her?
You have the right to remain
anybody could change
silent.
her
Anything
life?
you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. In certain instances, if you cannot afford one may be appointed for you.
Right here.
My apologies. The Tucson City Court, the failure to appear are for the refusing to provide a true name, criminal damage, disorderly conduct. New charges.
Right,
They're actually
butterfly?
the same. All right.
Damn, DUI gets a
All right,
flush.
we're going to
Yeah,
talk
because
about
they
the
put
felonies first, and then we'll talk about the misdemeanor.
they put the
I'm going
public
to set
at
some release conditions
at
for you, Ms.
danger.
Marino, for the DUI. I reviewed
Imagine
the pretrial service report, the state's written recommendation, and the interim complaint.
What up,
State is
Laura?
recommending $5,000 in bond. Mr. Poston, did you want to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Ms. Kraus?
Your Honor, if you wouldn't mind, could I clarify whether they're asking for a bond for the city court matter before I make my argument?
State doesn't have a position in that particular case.
I don't mean you.
Not you. Cállate.
One moment. Let me look at the city.
Hey, you know what? It sucks because people that do those, they're under the influence. They always take out the innocent family that's coming home from dinner.
Yes, I will likely hold Ms. Marino on a low bond on the city court case.
Okay, so in that case, Your Honor, she does indicate she has housing and employment ties to the community. She does have that prior misdemeanor DUI from a little over 5 years ago.
And she has a prior.
We would just ask for a $2,500 bond.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it if it was the person driving that got it. But if you're innocent, you're like enjoying, you're just driving home from work or from family dinner, being out, just having a good time, and boom. Next thing you're in the upper room. That's not cool. And then the person that's driving, they get off, they're good. They don't have any scratches.
On the felony matter, I'll impose a bond of $1,000, cash or secured, release to pretrial if posted. And if you post that bond, conditions will include do not drive without a valid driver's license, no drugs, no alcohol, no firearms, monitoring and treatment is directed by pretrial. Your next court date will be April 24th at 1:30 p.m. for a preliminary hearing. That date may or may not go forward, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's that date or a future court, a warrant can issue for your arrest.
Right, yeah, you see, Bear.
And then on the city court matters.
Earthquake. I didn't feel it. You felt it?
Impose a bond
maybe
of
because I was moving around.
$500, cash or secured.
I was simulating a drunk driver crash. So that might have Hey, thank you for the daily heart.
Conditions include no contact
felt
with
the
the alleged
earthquake in Los
victims, do not go to the incident locations or their residence or their workplace if it's a individual victim, and appoint the Tucson City Public Defender's Office to represent you. Your next court date for city court will be April 22nd at 1:45 p.m. If you post all your bonds, ma'am, it's up to you to make sure you show up to court. If not, the jail will make sure you get seen by video. And the Tucson City Public Defender will be there. As to the new charges for criminal for Tucson City Court, if you fail to appear for court, warrant can issue for your arrest. Trial can go without you. If you're convicted in a trial in your absence and not able to be sentenced within 90 days due to warrant status, you may lose your right to a direct appeal. It's in your best interest to show up to court, ma'am, and get these all taken care of. Understand all that?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll enter not guilty pleas on your behalf for the new Tucson City Court charges.
Your Honor, who did you appoint for the felony? Which office?
The Public Defender's Office.
Thank you for that
Thank
daily
you.
heart.
So, are you excused for today, Miss Marino?
Wilmington. All right. Thank you for sharing. How many people from LA felt the earthquake? I went over to watch it. As not fun for sure. I felt the earthquake under my feet. Whoa, Sheen Gators. So yeah, this is their second DUI. Come on, like nowadays, right now, maybe like 10 years ago, you had an excuse because there was no, like Uber's is not like the way it is now. But now you don't got any excuse. They'll pick you up for a few dollars, and you avoid all of this, and you avoid taking out somebody innocent. Pay the whatever $50 or whatever. It's cheaper than a DUI. A DUI is gonna set you back. And then you're gonna be coming into court. I gotta go to work. I'm gonna lose my job. Blah 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 blah. You should have thought about that before you were sipping and tipping. If
Morning,
you
sir.
will.
Can I get your full name, please? Thank you, Mr. Simpson. This is a time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing you today on some new felony charges for domestic violence, unlawful imprisonment, and unlawful flight from law enforcement vehicle. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. Mr. Katsarelis is here for you, sir. Mr. Katsarelis, are you court appointed or are you?
Let alone
named?
10. I can't take that ride.
Mr. Katsarelis, are you able to send over notice of appearance to the Justice Court?
I think we're going to have a bond hearing based on the request of the county attorney, so I will file the NOA at that time.
Okay, thank you.
The audio, yeah, they haven't turned the audio on yet. I don't think so. It should be on. They just turned on the audio. Yeah, the audio's on. I don't have any control over the audio, but they just turned on the audio.
All right, so I'm still appointing the Public Defender's Office, but Mr. Katsarelis is indicating he will be filing his notice of substituting it next hearing. Okay. All right, Mr. Simpson, I got to set some release conditions for you, sir. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is to hold without bond. Mr. Poston?
Hey, you got the stickers?
That's
yeah,
correct,
you're
Your
welcome.
Honor.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Mr. Katsarelis, did you want to be heard further?
Judge, I don't have, I think, any legal argument to dispute that. He has a case for which he has retained my office already pending. So if he's being charged with the new charges, he has to be held without bond. I just want to know when the next, when you will set the no bond hearing so I can be present for that one, Judge.
All right, thank you. So the no bond hearing will be scheduled April 18th at 2:30 p.m. at the PIma County Superior Courthouse on the 3rd floor. Will either be Division VE or LF. All right, Mr. Simpson, so you know the Arizona Constitution states that if someone is pending a felony case and they're on release and they get arrested on a new felony, state can request a no bond hearing. So that's going to happen this Friday. They'll be transported for that hearing. Mr. Katsarelis will be there and someone from the state will be there as well. All right, the next date after April 18th will be the preliminary hearing on April 24th at 1:30 p.m. Mr. Simpson, make sure you keep in contact with Mr. Katsarelis. As you probably know, if you fail to appear for court, warrants can issue for your arrest. Understand all that, sir?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May be excused?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Katsarelis. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you,
Simpson.
YouTube. Is it YouTube or Bluetooth? YouTube.
All right. Good morning, sir. Can I get your full name, please?
Morning, Your Honor. My full name is Tyler Loris Austin, YouTube.
Hey, what up? What up, T?
Thank you, Mr. Utu. This is the time set for your initial appearance. I'm seeing today on a new charge of domestic violence, aggravated assault, strangulation, a class 4 felony.
Wow.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to hire your own attorney. I'm going to appoint the PIma County Public Defender's Office to represent you. And counsel seated next to you for purposes of today. I'll be setting some release conditions for you, sir. I've reviewed the interim complaint, the pretrial services report. The state's written recommendation is $25,000. Mr. Poston, did you want to be heard further?
Your Honor, this involves a argument between individuals that have been in a relationship for north of 7 years. The victim was trying to flee. The defendant would not let her flee. She was apparently grabbed, and it impeded her airway. She had her
So this is what he did.
marks on her neck consistent with a hand mark, as well as a bruise consistent with being on her face, consistent with being struck. She also had a nosebleed, and she stated that apparently a nose piercing was forcibly torn off of her.
What?
Post Miranda, the defendant admitted grabbing the defendant by her neck, and therefore the state is asking for $25,000.
All right, thank you. Ms. Krause?
Your Honor,
Drop
if you're
one,
going to
flush
hold
one.
Mr. U2, we would just ask you take into consideration his lack of priors, his indigency. Unfortunately, we weren't able to find housing for him separate from the victim at this time.
All right, thank you. I do think that the $25,000, sort of issuing the bond of $25,000 cash or secured, released to pretrial if posted. If you do post that bond, sir, if you're released, no drugs, no alcohol, do not commit any further acts of domestic violence, no firearms. Monitoring treatment is directed by pretrial. Since it is a shared residence, you can return one time with police escort to pick up personal belongings from that shared residence. But otherwise, no contact with the alleged victim. Don't go to her house or work or anything like that. Don't try
Not
to find her,
guilty?
other than that one time to pick up personal belongings if you're released. Your next court date, sir, is going to be April 24th at 1:30 p.m. That date may or not go, so please keep in contact with your attorney. If you fail to appear for court, whether it's that date or a future date, warrants can issue for your arrest. You understand all that, Mr. Utu?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, sir. You're excused for today.
Damn, hey, TK beat that case? Nah, damn. But he still got that 55 years, and I'm pretty sure they're going to charge him on the third case.
All right, at the jail, can we confirm if that was everyone?
That's it?
Yes,
All right, thank you. Have a good day, everyone.
Gators. Hey, where should we go next? Should we go to Florida? Should we go to Polk County? Should we go to Orange County? Where should we go for the next? James, is this real? How do you have access to all this stuff?